Hi there. I'm Chuck Cashman, Chief Revenue Officer with MarineMax, and really excited to be here today with Bob Burke, our
Hey,
Galeon
Chuck.
Yachts Product Manager. Hey, Bob, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Chuck. Happy to be here with you. Thanks for the time.
Me too. Me too. As I started to think about this, it's unbelievable that it's already 5 years in the market with Galeon, and you've been here every step of the way. 5 years growing a brand in the U.S. Talk about some of the highlights and challenges that we've been faced with.
Right. So it's been an amazing 5 years, and you hired me to launch the brand, and it's been the most exciting 5 years of my career, quite honestly. When we started, we didn't really know what to expect. We were launching a brand that was built in Poland. Nobody ever heard of it. Quite frankly, not everybody knew how to pronounce the name. And 5 years later, we are one of the top brands in the market. We've got over 250 boats in the field, and it's just been an exciting ride. And from a standpoint of selling the boats is one thing. That's a huge accomplishment in itself, but supporting the boats is a whole nother thing that we've had to take on and develop and bring on resources to do that, and we've done it quite well. We've got some great team members. MarineMax is fully committed to taking care of our customers, and to that end, we hired a senior product specialist, Matthew Hayes, who's got 30 years, yacht training. He's an industry veteran that can fix anything on any boat anywhere in the world. And we have Dylan Bass as well, who's done a great job supporting us in warranties, our product coordinator and our customer care specialist. So we've got a great team behind the brand, and we've got a great company behind the brand. So it's been an awesome experience so far.
And not to mention our 70 plus locations and literally thousands of service team members now. When you look at MarineMax, a lot of times we get identified as a big sales organization, but at the end of the day, what makes me sleep well at night, for every salesperson you see in MarineMax, we've got 2 service people behind them taking care of the boats. And the team you've assembled, Bob, is second to none. And when you talk about Matt and his ability to go anywhere and fix anything, it's real and it's special. And we were glad to get that guy, and it's awesome. One thing looking back, when you talk about, how little people knew about Galeon, and that is the truth. One thing I remember we all felt from the very first time any of us saw the product, just the quality. The quality was there. We knew it was there. We could see it. You could feel it. You could even hear it when you'd shut a door. It felt like it was a watertight door shutting. And, those are the things that gave us the confidence to grow the brand to the rate we have. So it's been a great ride, and I look forward to the next 5 years. It's really going to be exciting. So
for sure.
As we fast forward a little bit and we hit 2020, which I'll tell you, 2020 is, we were all so excited coming in, and then obviously with COVID-19, it's affected everybody differently. There's no question. It's one exciting thing for the boat business to me is in the face of this, it's reconnected families, and it's putting a lot of people on the water. And there's, you don't try to sugarcoat a pandemic, but, one of the unintended outcomes of this, I'm sure, is that families have reunited. And as they've reunited, they're finding that boating is just one of the best places ever to get out with your family, stay isolated, stay socially distant, but have a phenomenal time. Bob, let's talk a little bit about the results in 2020.
Right. So it was the best year that we've had in the 5 years we've been in the market. Our sales are up. We've had a couple of great customer events, and that's a wonderful thing that MarineMax offers. And we've piggybacked right on top of that with the Galeon Owners Rendezvous. And we had a large group in Key West last year. We're looking to do that again, or we're already planning to do that again in March of this year, where, the sales are one thing, and that's great, and that everybody's happy. But that's the beginning of our relationship, as you know, with our clients. So not only do we support them on the service end, but we teach them how to have fun, right? And not that if they own a yacht like this, they know how to have fun anyway. But it's nice to get them all together in one place and you get like-minded people together having a great time, and it just builds on the brand, and it builds on the camaraderie, and it gets people wanting to do it, and all the things you were just talking about with family. And it's an event that people can come to, have a good time, feel safe, and really enjoy themselves. And I think that speaks volumes to what the brand has become, and the success that we've had. The first couple of years, I've been in this business a long time. I said, I wonder if we'll ever sell enough boats to have a rendezvous. Well, we're there now, and we've got good attendance at it. So we're looking to perhaps add additional events as we move through the next couple of years here.
I have no doubt the Galeon owners that I know they're a fun group of people. They're adventurous. I actually think it was the only rendezvous that we had this year, given the challenges with COVID. It was right as COVID was coming out, and we they were a hardy group and they wanted to go, and we went and we had a blast, and the world kind of shut down shortly after that. So
sure.
I'm sure they're going to be the first back into it when everything opens up a little bit. But it's great. They've been using their boats this year, the ones that I've seen at the different shows. And we're going to talk about Fort Lauderdale in a second. But the owners that I've seen have been spending more times on their boat than ever.
Yeah, without a doubt.
That's fantastic. And that's where our service team, that's where Matt comes in, and the efforts we're putting behind the scenes to make sure they stay on the water. Because, we both have been in this boat business a long time. Using boats a lot isn't always the easiest thing. We know that there's always something that needs a little bit of help. So
right.
Having the right team and the right parts and all that in place really makes a big difference. So good job on that. So as we wrap up 2020, let's talk a little bit about FLIBS, right? We went into FLIBS this year with I would call it very guardedly optimistic, cautiously optimistic. We were concerned for our team, we're concerned for our customers, but we also have a responsibility to the industry and to the brand to represent it for the people that do want to go to the show. Right. And, we didn't know what it was going to be. Quite honestly, we were out of inventory, and it was a little bit of a challenge to even have boats in the display, wasn't it?
It sure was. Well, we had 3 boats in the display. And 2 of them were borrowed from customers. We have amazing customers that were nice enough to let us do that, and we can't thank them enough. It was interesting because we saw about 2,500 people come through the display. Normally, it would be probably about 7,000, but having it being a smaller display and 3 boats, and with social distance restrictions and things like that, it was quite crowded the whole entire show. So it was required some patience from everybody, but at the end of the day, it was a good show. We sold boats, and looking forward to getting back to normal, quite frankly.
Well, and for sure we'll do that. So if you were by the Fort Lauderdale show and you didn't see the the 10 to 14 boats that we normally bring, understand it was 2 things. One, we wanted to be, we thought we would be responsible to the team and customers and not create such a big display in a tough environment. And the other thing is, crazy enough, we were sold out of boats, and we were very lucky that customers would allow us to use their boats. And the good news is help is on the way. We've got a lot of boats in production right now, under construction at Galeon, and ships will be sailing, and they'll be full of Galeons, and you'll get your pick of the litter. Although we have a lot of sold boats coming already, it'll be a different year. We're all looking forward to 2021 and beyond for many reasons. But specific to Galeon, Bob, 2021, what can we look for? You got some secrets?
Yeah, we've got a lot of exciting products coming. You're actually going to be able to see a 400 fly in 2021. We've sold a few of them already. So it's on the screen now. It's the smallest boat that has beach mode, and it's been very popular globally. And we've sold some here in the U.S. And quite frankly, they've come in and they've delivered, and we haven't had an opportunity to really show the boat. So we're excited to have some units coming in the first part of the year, as well as the 410 HTC, which is the sister ship to that 400 fly without the bridge. So it's a really sleek and stylish boat, has the same beach mode, full beam master, all the hallmarks of Galeon in the smallest package that they've offered us so far. So that's a fantastic new boat. We also have coming the 700 Skydeck, which is based on the 680 Fly. So it still has a fly bridge, and but it's a much smaller one, a much sleeker looking boat. So it stands up there with any of the European large express models, with the bonus of having a bridge and a carbon fiber hardtop. So really exciting product there. And then on the new flagship that we'll see second quarter this year is the 800 Fly. And this thing is just awesome. It's a huge entertaining platform. It's got an open layout, Americanized layout with an open galley. We're really excited to get this boat into this market.
Well, fantastic. And for those of you that have not experienced coming on board a Galeon, I'll tell you, I'm almost 30 years in the business. We try to have brands that are very specific to address definite segments of the market. And I'll tell you with Galeon, close the door, move a drawer, shake some things, put your hands on things, walk around, and just look and listen. And you're going to see it is a extremely high quality boat. The fit and finish is really as good as I've ever seen. The ride of the Galeon is special. There's no question. A lot of boats ride well, but I tell you what, I take the Pepsi challenge on getting on one of these Galeon in any kind of sea conditions. It's built, for the North Sea, the Baltic Sea. You think about boating over there in Northern Europe. It's, a good day over there is not a nice day over here. So the boat runs incredibly well, very high quality. It sneaks up on you. And if you haven't had a chance, I highly recommend it. And you can go to our website, www.marinemax.com, check out the Galeon, see where they're located, reach out to us. We'd be more than happy to set up a private showing. The boats are phenomenal, and the team behind it is incredible. So on behalf of MarineMax, myself, Bob, the team, and Galeon, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. And we really look forward to showing you the boat in person someday.
Fantastic. Thank you, Chuck.